Welcome to another episode of Racing2Learn. We are a nonprofit that uses radio control to get kids excited about math and science. And today we are taking another look at our LST XXL2-E from Losi. This is an 8th scale monster truck and a really beefy one at that. What we're doing is we're just going to show you start to finish how to convert from the stock 20mm hubs to a more standard 17mm hub. And we've had a couple of episodes on this already, but just wanted to show you guys start to finish how you do it. Again, the parts required are the Losi 8 17mm hexes. We grabbed these from Dollar Hobbyz. And you're going to need some shims. So we use these from Calandra Racing 8mm inner diameter, 8mm inner diameter, 10mm outside diameter, and they're about 0.15 millimeters thick. Essentially, we need to make up for the 0.62 or 0.65 millimeter difference in thickness or in distance between the pin. Let me just show you guys here. The pin, right, where it's located on the stock 20mm hub versus the one off of the 8, right? So this one's closer, so we need to make up that space difference or else the hub wobbles a lot. And this one we put in the previous episode, you saw how that one wobbled a lot. We actually ended up putting in 5 of these at each wheel, which is great because the shim pack that we bought comes in a pack of 20, so 5 per wheel. We tried 6 in there, and it was still an acceptable amount of play, but hey, decided to just go an even 5 at each wheel since we had 20. So just start to finish, how you do that is you want to grab your appropriate hex here, loosen the bolt, so loosen the screw inside that hex. So you want to hold it using a 20mm wrench. I liked the full wrench variety just so that it doesn't slip. Just loosen that up here, and we're actually going to take this one all the way off because we're going to put some thread lock in it. Anytime you have metal screw going into a metal surface, you want to put some thread lock on there to glue the screw in essentially, or prevent it from coming out. So once you have that loosened, you can grab another wrench, poke out the pin, take off the hub, and go ahead and dust this off. This one's kind of clean, but since we have it off, might as well just take an old paintbrush or whatnot, clean up the area a little bit. And then we're going to take 5 of these pins, 5 of these shims, which are just really thin washers. And if you use a thicker shim, like a 0.2mm shim, you may only need 3 of those, 2 or 3 of those. But we got some pretty thin ones here. That was all our local hobby shop had in stock. So now it's just the opposite of what we went through before. We're just gonna wanna put on the new hex, put that new pin in there, slide it through, right? Get a wrench, put some thread lock onto that set screw. And grab a 17mm wrench. And just hold that hex while you tighten the set screw. So that set screw holds the pin in place, which in turn holds the hex in place. All right, just tighten that up. And there we go. So we'll go ahead and mount one of our tires. Here we have it over here. Let's just make sure that's the right. Oh, that's the opposite side. Let me grab one with the right tread pattern. try direction. Here we go. So I'm just gonna, and these are the Proline mashers. This one is actually a 40 series, so they make 2 in a 3.8 inch diameter, right? There's the 40 series and then also the Traxxas bead, and they're not interchangeable, so you want to get one that matches the wheel that you're using. These wheels, I believe, I actually got these when I bought, or I guess I bought them off of Craigslist along with another car, but essentially I think these were axial wheels, so just get them onto the hub there, make sure the hex engages. All right, they're all the way in, and we're gonna go ahead and stick with the original red versus the black aluminum hexes. Just doesn't really matter, but for decorative effect, actually the stock ones are knurled, so that'll help them hold a little bit better, versus the 8 ones are not. They're just completely flat. So always a good idea to put some thread lock on there as well. Again, since it's metal contacting metal, make sure that the knurled edge, or the textured edge, is facing in. And we'll just get that. Actually, yeah, we'll go with this one. And just tighten it up with, and you do want to sometimes press the wheel in just to make sure that it's seated correctly onto that hex, or else you might strip the inside of the wheel. I can always take a look at it from the opposite side to make sure that it's seated in correctly. There we go. So I'll get the rest of the 4 on there, and we'll get this truck back in business. So thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.